What's up, everybody? Just wanted to bring it to your attention that this weekend we're having a case tournament at my locals computer and gaming universe in Newark, New Jersey, 256 Ferry Street. It's a case tournament. Entry is $30. We're giving away tournament pack 3 on entry. I believe we give out the packs like round 3 though. It is best of 3, so make sure you have a constructed side deck. And it's a 50 card main, obviously, but we are actually playing with the post Mecha Frieza errata. So if you guys are looking to get some play testing for the upcoming regionals before May with the Mecha Frieza errata, come down to Newark. We're going to be having a tournament that day post Mecha Frieza errata, and I will be live streaming and doing commentary as well as hosting it with the store as well. So if you guys aren't busy this Saturday, come on down, and hopefully you guys can win some prizes. We'll see you there. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to No Counters, No Combos. I know I'm super late with this video, but I did want to get some thoughts out there for you guys. ARG San Diego was last weekend, and there was a lot of shenanigans, is what we're going to call it, going on at that tournament. The good is that it was the biggest ARG event for Dragon Ball Super. It was over 500 players. The bad is that 29 of the top 32 decks were mecha variants. So if you're one of those players that didn't think this card needed an errata, you are wrong. Anyway, yeah, I mean, that's just super unhealthy for the game. I mean, I guess you can make the argument that they're all different variants. You have the Veggie variant, you have the GT variant, and you have the Apes variant, but the only reason those variants are played is because of the leader. That's the synergy, that's the glue. That leader basically just forbids you from playing any other leader because the argument is that Mecha Frieza just does it better. So I'm glad that they're getting an errata. I don't think, Frieza's dead. I've already mentioned it before. I think moving forward, it's just going to be the best defensive leader that we have in the game right now. So if you like to troll your opponent or you like to play anti-meta, I think, Frieza is going to be the best option for that because he has access to a lot of powerful cards. I mean, yellow is a really good color right now, which is the exact opposite to what it was in the first 2 sets. Yellow was probably the weakest color, but, Mecha Frieza does have access to Cold Bloodlust and then all the yellow cards, so it just separates it because it has access to Cold Bloodlust. So real quick, just some replacements for Mecha Frieza. Ginyu is a pretty good leader. It self-awakens, and, it has access to Cold Bloodlust if you're trying to play a yellow leader. The Bardock leader, the yellow Bardock leader that draws every time you attack a leader, that card's really good. Drawing every turn is really good because you're maintaining hand advantage. So that's something to check out. People have been, dabbling with the Cooler leader from set 2. That kind of plays like Massane a little bit, that, middle of the top 3, and you kind of just, add like Frieza clans or something like that. What else? I like the Kid Goku leader. I think that leader is super slept on and super underrated. So if you guys are trying to dabble and try to experiment with new strategies, by all means, try out that new Kid Goku leader from set 3. Otherwise, Ginyu's probably going to be the most popular one. And then Bardock will probably be the second most popular yellow leader moving forward. Until the draft box comes out, I can kind of see the draft box Bardock getting some play. But I don't think it's better than the set 3 leader. So anyway, that's a conversation for a different day. But what went down at San Diego? So it was the biggest event, like I mentioned before. There was a lot of players that went out, which is great for our game. It's great that, there's still a very large showing at these events because it keeps it, in demand. I think the next regional is scheduled for sometime in May in Hartford, Connecticut, which I'm really going to try to get to, guys. I mean, I can't guarantee 100% that I'm going to be there, but I'm really, really trying. Connecticut isn't too far from Jersey, where I'm from, so there's a good chance that I'll be there. I know my team's going to be there. Computer and Gaming Universe, shout out to you guys. I know they're going to be there representing hard as as hell for the store. So I really appreciate that. But I'm going to try to get out there. And then I believe there's news of there being an ARG scheduled in June in Atlantic City. So that's right in my home state. So there's a possibility that I'll be going to that one as well. So just kind of wait to see how the cookie crumbles, so to speak. But as far as San Diego is concerned, it was a good showing. I believe one of the Hill twins, I think his name is Eon. He was the one that ended up winning the whole tournament. He went undefeated. He was playing Mecha Apes, which doesn't surprise me. But congratulations to him. Finally somebody on in the tri-state area took home a win. He's a good player, so he deserved it. He really tried hard, but there's a lot of shenanigans going around. A lot of people saying that he cheated and a lot of misplays, or I shouldn't really say misplays, but so much, but as of course there were misplays, but the fact that the judges didn't catch them. And you know what? I mean, when you're in that situation and you're a player in that position, yeah, I mean, it sucks when, somebody misplays like blatantly and they don't get called on it. But, just playing TCGs for years, it comes with the territory. You got to understand that these guys, we're all human, right? There's always room for human error. And you have to know that these guys are walking up and down the floor, like at this event all day, staying on top of everybody's plays and stuff like that. So, it's a lot. It's a high pressured situation. Could it have been handled differently? I'm sure it could have been. You can say that about every situation, but I've been seeing a lot of posts on Facebook about people just like blatantly crucifying these guys for cheating or misjudging or not making appropriate calls. You know what, man? It happens. At the end of the day, it happens. It's unfortunate. It does leave people salty, but I don't think I don't think the guy should be crucified. Or I don't think the guy should be thrown in jail for it. If it's completely blatant, I can understand there being a lot of hate against it. But you got to understand that we're all a part of the same community, and by us trashing other players or speaking negatively about other people, it just hurts the community. I mean, we at the end of the day are our own worst enemy. The success and the failure of this game lies with us. So if we don't choose to make it better or improve, then it's just going to go downhill. Because there is a lot of room for TCGs that start off hot to just immediately decline. It is a brand new TCG. We're only in the third set. This is only the third set of Dragon Ball Super right now. The game is not even a year old. It'll have its first birthday in July this year. So it's a very new game. As simple as it is to pick up and play, there's a lot that goes into it. It's not a perfect system. There's a lot of things that have to go into calculation and have to go into rulings and have to go into game state. So, if somebody's having a hard time, or, if you're seeing somebody, get sharked or something like that, it just comes to the territory, guys. It's going to happen. I play in my locals all the time where there's dudes that still are new to the game. There's guys or there's people that are always coming to this game being new players. And yeah, can I just sit there and take a dump on them? Absolutely. But I'm just not that type of guy, So if somebody misplays or something, if it's a local, I'll tell them, hey, you really can't do that. This is how the proper way to play it. I understand a big event, there's prizes and stuff like that on the line. I get it, but it is what it is. I mean, congratulations to Eon Hill. You won, man. Congratulations on becoming the ARG champ, especially the largest ARG for Dragon Ball that we had. So congrats to you, man. You earned it. I'm sure you worked your ass off and you play tested hours and hours and hours to get there. So kudos to you. And everybody who went to the event. I mean, everybody who went, thank you so much for continuing to support this game. Congratulations to all you guys who were able to top 32. Shout out to Danny Hype. I saw him, there was a lot of stuff going around for him on Facebook that he got cheated, but he did really well. I mean, Danny Hype did really well. He got top 8. He was able to beat Anthony Hernandez on stream, and he took a non-mecha deck to a top 8 at a huge event. So that's awesome. I mean, you have to take what you can get, and there's always a silver lining. The little things count sometimes. So let's not try to dump on everybody who makes a mistake, or if there's multiple mistakes are made. It's going to happen. The game is not perfect yet. It doesn't even have a year of existence, so it's going to happen. But other than that, I'm sure San Jose was a great event, or San Diego, or was it San Jose or San Diego? I honestly, one of the Sans in California, San Jose, San Diego. I'm sure it was a great event. I wish I could have been there, but you know, it's cross country for me, so super not realistic for me to go. Other than that, guys, I'm just really excited, you know, to be a part of this community. It's really cool, especially, you know, when you have people that are reaching out to you, whether it's emails or a Facebook message or a comment on YouTube or, you know, a message in a Discord channel, like people like personally taking time out of their day to send you a message, you know, or say, you know, thank you for continuing to do what you do. That really means a lot to me. I mean, I started this channel for selfish reasons because I wasn't happy with the lack of content for Dragon Ball Super on YouTube. So I was like, you know what, I'll just make my own videos and I'll watch them. But organically and turn into something else. And, you know, the reason I continue to do it is for you guys, for those of you who are watching. You know, shout out to Puerto Rico, you know. I got a lot of people from Puerto Rico that watch my videos all the time. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Que lo pasen bien, mucho gusto. Muchas gracias por soportar el canal. Y a lo mejor en el futuro nos vemos en Puerto Rico. So shout out to, you know, the guys that have been with me since day one. G-Lux, you know, even though he's not a Dragon Ball Super YouTuber, that's my boy. You know, he supported me a lot. Shout out to NYZ Fighters. You know, I shout them out all the time. Those are my boys. Like, those guys are the ones that were like, you know, I was on the edge or on the fence about making a YouTube, and they were like, just do it. You know, just jump in with both feet. So this community is great because of the support that you have. It's well knit and it's kind of like a family. And it just helps you to validate what you're doing. Not that I need validation because, you know, I don't care what people think about me. Like, if I want to do something, I'm going to do it, you know, whether they say yes or no, like, it doesn't bother me. But when somebody does validate your efforts, you know, it does feel good. I would be lying if I said it didn't feel good that people did that. So shout out to all you guys. Special shout out to Dark Shift Gaming. Thank you so much for your kind words. I really do appreciate it. Check him out, guys. Dark Shift Gaming on YouTube. He's got a newer channel going on, but let's get him to where, you know, to where he needs to be, so to speak, because he's part of the NC squared movement, so to speak. And we're all family, guys. We're all part of the same community. So shout out to him, and, you know, shout out to my sponsor, Computer and Gaming Universe. You know, those guys are really great. Like, you know, I wouldn't have half of the success in the game if it wasn't for them. Shout out to Danny, Enrique, Kevin, Brian, Joan, who's the store owner. You know, you guys are the best. I really am happy to be a part of the team and to share, you know, ideas and strategies with you guys, because I honestly think you guys are the best players that I've ever played against in any card game. So I'm really happy to be able to have that amount of competition so readily available to me, because I think it makes me a better player. But for the most part, guys, you know, that's what's going on right now. We got the ARG in Connecticut coming up in May, and we got the ARG coming up in June. So stay tuned for more information about that. Stay tuned to the channel. We're going to be pumping out some content in the next few weeks, you know, rapid fire. I know I said that once before and it didn't really happen, but this time I'm telling the truth, guys. So I do apologize. You know, it is a little difficult for me to make videos right now. No excuses, but life happens. So we'll just leave it at that. But I just want you to know that, you know, my efforts are still focused on this channel. So whenever it is that I have time to make a video, I will make it. I will upload it. I will post it for you guys, because I don't want you guys to think that I went dark, because that's never going to happen. We're all part of the same community, and without you guys, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, join the Discord channel, hit me up on Twitter, tell your friends, tell your family. You know, thank you guys so much for the continued support. I really appreciate it. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video, guys. Be there or be squared.